Alright, so this is the Amoline 300 swing challenge adopted from my friend Pat Flynn, who actually adopted, I think, that from Dan John. So let me show you how to chunk the workout for both beginners, advanced, and people that are in between. So first, you want to section out your swings. I think the easiest way is to chunk everything in the number 25. So as you can see on my board, I've got 10, 10, 5, which equals 25, 25, 10, 10, 5, 25. At the end, it's 100. So the best way to do this is to actually use multiple bells. If you have access to multiple bells, this would be the best way to get it done while hitting strength and conditioning together. The biggest problem with just doing 300 swings is most people just use one bell and they just try to go at it as much as they can. They don't really focus on form. In my eyes, I think even anything over 10 swings is kind of a loss of form. So I like to stick around 10 and then have a couple of 25, but you're doing some plucking sequences. So the next question is, well, what is push-up, squat, press, pull, or row? Because what you're gonna do is every time you finish 25 reps, so this is round 1. This is your first 100. I'm gonna do 10 light swings, 10 medium swings, 5 heavy swings, then 1 push-up. I'm gonna rest a little bit, and right after that, I'm gonna do 25 plucking. If you don't know how to pluck, I'm gonna show you in a minute. If you can single arm swing, you can go back and forth for 25 at a medium pace. Then again, you go back in, you've got 1 push-up, and you finish out until you've got 100 swings and 4 total push-ups. So you're probably thinking, well, why the push-up? Couple reasons. One, we want to level change, we want to circulate blood to move things around and just to get a little bit of upper body workout, working off the peripheral heart system, the PHS. Next, your next 100, you're just gonna build in a body weight squat. You're gonna follow the same formula until you collect another 100 swings. Last but not least, the last round, you can do 1 single arm press per side, 1 single arm row, or 1 pull-up if you have it. So let me show you guys a quick demonstration of what this would look like. Okay, so here we have all the bells, all the bells, all the bells. So right now I've got this is gonna be my 5. So this is 20 kilograms, this is 35 pounds, and this one is 12. So this is gonna use the 10, 10, 5 method. So I'm gonna start my first 10 because I'm fresh. And this is my first set of 10 is gonna be incredibly light. So I'm gonna use this 12, which is about 25 pounds. So I'm gonna do 10 reps. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I am 2 steps, and at that back heel, I'm just gonna make sure I've got a triangle. I'm gonna chop my hips back and make sure I'm anchored in my heels. I'm gonna reach out in front, take a big deep breath, tilt the bell, hold that breath, find my hamstrings, hike it back. And we're gonna put it down. Okay, I'm gonna shake it off. I'm gonna do my next set of 10, again, anchoring my feet down, hips, reaching out in front, making sure I compact those lats back. You can even look through, make sure the knees are apart. I've got nice arches in my feet, my lats are on. Okay, so this is gonna get me to 20, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We park it down. Now I can get in a little bit of strength and power work by using a heavier bell for just 5 reps. So this one I'm gonna really punch my hips, and when I punch, I'm actually punching my force vertical, which will translate horizontal. Okay, so I'm gonna open up my knees, hands on the bell, big deep breath. And I finished my first 25, so I'm in the first set. I'm just gonna do a single push-up. And that signifies my first 25 block. Then I get right back into work for my next one. So that would be, if I do that 4 times, I'm gonna finish that first round out. Take a small break. I go right into my next one. So I know the next question, the final question is, well, what about the 25? The 25 preferably would be single arm swings. If you can't do that, what you can start doing is a hand release up top. So 25, which is the next one, I'm gonna do 25 straight, and I'm just gonna, at the top, hand release, and pull my hand off just a little bit. Okay? Looking at the bell, at the apex, right about the weight feels weightless. I'm just gonna pick that hand off and attack my groin, okay? Attack the groin. Because you wanna control the deceleration of the bell. You wanna accelerate it back down, punch the hips. So this is where your next 25, you finish this pretty fast. This gets your heart rate up quite a bit. If you start to tank on that, again, the last round you can use your lighter one for 25. So that's 10, 10, 5, one push-up. Then you go through your 25, which would be if you already know how to pluck or you know how to single arm swing safely, that middle weight is your single arm swing for 25. Okay, so let's review that one more time now that you've seen it in action. So the best way, again, to break it up is your lights. Okay, that first one, which I did 12 kg, your mediums, which was about 16 kg, and heavy, which is 5, which for me is 20 kg, then I did my push-up. Next after that, I went 25 medium into the plucking drill. If you don't feel comfortable doing plucking and you already know to single hand, do single arm, or if you already know how to single arm, don't want to do plucking. Either way, you want some hand coordination for that 25. I think that's the best way to do it. Even safely coming up and just having that one hand and alternating, you're going to want to count, and it's going to keep you in the game instead of just going and hammering that 300 swings. Okay, so then the second round, instead of a push-up, you would just do one deep body weight squat. And I would recommend doing that. Very deep mobility, hands out front, sit down there with a straight back, nice tall. Come up, get right back to work. Again, on the last one, you have options. If you don't have anything but a kettlebell, just do one row, and then get right back into work. If that is not available, you can definitely do a press, although I try to stay away from that since we already do enough overhead work, a TRX row, a suspension row, or if you want to work in some pull-ups, that's a great time to do it. So that's the 300 challenge. Time yourself, make notes on what you're doing. What works is by far the best workout for time. You should be able to do it in under 30 minutes. And again, you're hitting your push-up, squat, all your hinges, metabolic conditioning. And you know, one thing that I like to do is actually on the last set here, I like to mix it up a little bit. So the first round through, I'll just do one pull-up. Then when I get to my second round here, I'll work on one row. Right when I get to here, I'm closing in on about 300. I go back to a pull-up and then a row. You can really mix this however you want, but the key is you want to build in some body weight work and resisted work to help break up those swings. So not only does it become a great way to mechanically become efficient in your swing, becomes a great workout overall.